All right, guys, what's going on? What's going on? It is John Feb. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, August 16th, 2023. And we do have, I think, FOMC meeting minutes in about an hour. So I'm not expecting too much until then. And I had to stop recording, but if I was still recording, that would be good if we get 15K. But I would probably not want to be holding shorts at the moment after that. Okay. But we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. I tweeted this in advance, just so you know. So I'll go over that too. Free Money Wednesdays, man. Free Money Wednesdays. I mean, real talk. What's better in life than something that's free? Know what I'm saying? The sun, the air. Not well, food, not so much, but it's free to grow, I guess. And free directional bias movements before they happen on Twitter. If you guys like that, drop a like. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you can hear me as well. Okay, this was the before, my friends. This was the before. Now, I actually recorded this whole thing, but I ended up stopping the recording and restarting it here, actually. So we'll go over that. So, real quick. Right up here, you should see August 16th, 2023 at 9:36. Okay? You should see 9:36. And I don't remember what time the tweet was. Let me look at that real quick. Just to verify. That was before the philosophy books, rather. So there it is. 15,020 looks juicy. Be careful today. That was tweeted right at 9:34. 3 likes. Man, we're fucking viral on that. 3 likes. All right, cool. I'm about to hire a security team here in a minute. But that's right there. So that was 2 minutes prior to this screenshot here. Right? So what exactly are we trading into? This up candle here. Do you guys see that? Drop a 1 if you're following along so far. What's good, Naruto? What's good, Edgar, Andreas, Willow, Tiago, Stephanie, Nicholas, and Charlie? We got to get those snipers, man. We got to get those snipers and green names. Same to you, Alex. Maximiliano, Trillionaire, Nikki, Katarina. What up? What up? 2020, what's good? What's good? Easy money, Akinola. All right, cool. So you can, the stop was actually supposed to be at this high, but this is obviously zoomed in. I drew it as if the stop would be at this high. Okay. So what do you see here? You see equal highs, obviously. What's above that? Look at this. Look at that. What's right here? What's right here? Okay. There's no wick on this candle. There's no wick on this candle. There's just no wicks here. There's no wicks. Okay. And I'll keep this highlighted. Again, we're going to keep fucking repeating ourselves. How far can price go above highs or below lows? An imbalance. Okay. Where'd price go to today? Right there. Boom. Schmacked. Rejected. Okay. What does that tell you? Well, you already see up here. I tweeted and put on the chart. It's all recorded. I'll put that out as a YouTube video probably later today. Sped up, of course, it's fucking 2.5 hours. But price should trade lower below 15,020. Okay, which is right here. I just rounded down. Right, so these levels here. Why those levels? Okay, and you can clearly see that I wrote buy stops at this high and buy stops at these highs. Now I didn't mark the equal highs, but the first high here I did mark just prior to the open. I was like, okay, if we're going to trade lower, we're going to go higher first. Okay, I'll say that one more time in case you missed it. If we are going to go lower, we should go higher first. Okay, that was a hard thing for me to learn. It was hard to take trades based off of that. Oh, and we just got that fucking level too. We just got 15K. Look at that. Now it's complete. Now I can screenshot the after. Man, that is crispy. Crispy. But anyway, like I was saying, if we're going to go lower, we're going to go higher first. Okay? Why is that? Well, you see it. Okay? It's upside liquidity. Get those buyers in, rip their face off. And that face ripping, I want to be a part of. Now, here's the thing. And this is going to be the main reason why I don't trade CFDs, okay? Because obviously this was not a wick entry. I usually try to get those. That was not the case for this recording. Okay, you can obviously see straight drawdown, almost to stop, then goes our way, hits the reversal button, comes up, but look, it does not hit that stop. Okay, technically the stop should be at this high. It doesn't hit that. It gets very close, very close. Spreads on CFDs would likely stop you out here. Futures would not, because the market had never hit that order. Okay, even if the spread was one tick, that was a couple points away, so that wouldn't have even hit. Okay, then it drops down, retraces a little bit, and then see ya. What did we talk about yesterday? Literally, what did we study? If price is bullish, down candle should be respected. If price is bearish, up candle should be respected, right? That was yesterday. That was in the market review as well, right? Okay, and we talked about how the market does what? It moves from liquidity to liquidity. Same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. That's what makes being a streamer very easy. Like, this to me is very easy. It's just the same shit. Same shit. I'm just not always going to tweet about it, but sometimes I like to. But anyway. Okay, if the upside has been taken, what's left? We mentioned this yesterday. If one side gets taken, the market's going to do what? Likely reach for the other side. So what we got to do is zoom out a little bit. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Sunday. Oof. That's rough. Monday's low, Sunday's low. What is that? Low resistant lows. Okay? Now, let me tell you this. You want to know the secret? You want to know the real secret from today? You want to know why I tweeted today? And why a lot of the times my tweets don't miss? And I'm not trying to be egotistical. I'm just saying, if you looked at my tweets, you'll notice that a lot of the times they don't miss. And there's a reason for that. It's because I only tweet when I believe it's the most absolute high probable trade. Okay? Do y'all want to know the secret? Drop a 2. We already did ones. Drop a 2 if you want to know the secret behind today's sauce. I mean, it's not so much a secret, but it does sound better. There's some marketing tips for you. Look at that. You get free sauce. You get free marketing tips as well. You're welcome. What was the reason you said it was going to go lower today? Be patient, Andres. Be patient. I'm about to tell you. The secret is regular trading hours, isn't it? No. No, it is not. No. Because regular trading hours on Nasdaq, that was a slightly lower low here. So that would be high resistant lows. The real secret, my friend, you know, why 15,020? Because I just rounded down. But the real secret, my friends, was not the futures. It wasn't the futures. Ladies and gentlemen, it was the triple Qs. The triple Qs from Friday and Monday had equal lows, or almost very, very close. That to me is damn near equal. See that? So if the triple Qs are going to trade lower, then the Nasdaq, if it has something similar or the same, it should also do the same shit. You like that? It's not so much a secret, huh? It's very obvious. It's very easy. But easy can also be overlooked. Okay, I want you to think about this for a minute. This is going to blow your mind. Okay? Well, maybe it might not. But I want you to think about this. Matter of fact, let me get some answers in the chat real quick. I want to ask you a question. How long have you been watching this YouTube channel? A couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months? Let me know. Let me know. We'll get a little consensus real quick too. And I know some of you have been watching me for years. I just don't know how long what I'm about to tell you I've had. A couple weeks, 2 months, 4 months, subbed for at least a year, maybe 2, a couple months. Nikki's an OG. Well, yeah, you are. Since you made, I guess, the YouTube. Well, I made the YouTube in 2015. If you've been following that long, that's impressive. 8 years. So I don't know about maybe, but 3 weeks. Okay. Since you came on when the whole I am thing happened. Yeah. Since January, maybe 3 months, 5 months. What's Channel 96? Yeah. Rest in peace, Channel 96. More than a year, 2 years. Good old channel. Okay. So think about this. Y'all have known me for a while, right? Look at my list here. What's it got on it? What's this list have on it? It's got the futures as well as the ETFs. They've been there. They've been on your screen. We come on here for at least an hour, 4 hours a week, at least. And the ETFs have been here the whole time. It's been there. It's been on your screen. You've been looking at it. It's been there. Just like price action has always been there. Just like imbalances have always been there. Order flow has always been there. It's just, we look at it, but we don't recognize it. You know what I mean? Kind of like when somebody treats somebody in a relationship really badly because they don't value the other person, right? They don't see value in them. They overlook that person, right? They see them, but they don't really see them for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Philosophical Wednesday. But price is the same thing. Okay. The triple Qs have been on your screen, on my screen. You've seen this list every day. This list has not changed in a long time. The only thing that changes is the symbols, but the asset is the same. Index ETFs have never changed. It's always been on the screen. Why do you think I have them on here? You think I just made a random fucking list? Oh yeah, John just pushed some shit together and that's it. No. No. There's a reason. There's a reason my ETFs are just under the futures. And then treasury bonds is below that. I don't look at that all too much anymore. I used to. And then the dollar index, just in case, if we can help verify, if we have like a higher dollar, we can get lower indices. So there's a little bit of intermarket, but look at, it's close. Triple Qs is here, Nasdaq is here, or that's micro. This is E-mini. It's as simple as that. Literally, it's as simple as that. Now, I don't know if that blew your mind or not, but it does for me sometimes because it's the simplicity of it. And matter of fact, no, we did screenshot this already. Okay, never mind. It's just simple. Basics. You master the basics. You know? And that's it. Yesterday in the afternoon, I told you guys I wouldn't trade yesterday afternoon, right? And I didn't. But let me tell you what happened. It might not be, I might have deleted it. Yeah, I did. It was yesterday. Tuesday. It was right here. It was right here. So I was watching yesterday and I said, you know what? It looks like shit, but I want to see if I can call something. So I absolutely did not trade this, but I was looking at it. I was like, I want to see if I can get it. So what I looked at was this high down to this low, right? And I marked up that high, 35,129. I'm like, okay, that's internal range liquidity, right? Internal range liquidity. I'm like, okay, well, you know, we're trading higher. It's like, oh shit, there's an imbalance right there. I was like, I'll see what happens. Okay, what happened there? It got ran over. Is what happened. It got ran the fuck over. It hit that, reacted, and then pushed through that big time. So I know Ali in our Discord said that, you know, I always know when to trade and when not to trade. I mean, not always, because again, I do take losses, and you know what I'm saying. But this is why I don't trade when I think price action looks shitty. Okay, because I mean there's some small time frame equal lows, but outside of that, this actually looked okay. I mean, it's the final hour to discount upside liquidity. I mean, it made sense. Logically, it made sense. But I already told myself, like, yeah, I'm gonna walk away. And I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't have caught the whole loss. My stop probably would have been at this low, but still, it's like that would have been such an easy loss at the end of the day, and I would have been fucking mad. And then today, this is why it's okay to wait. And I haven't even looked at Dow today, because I was recording the Nasdaq all day. Oh, fuck. That was met this morning. I didn't even notice that. Well, ain't that something? Ain't that something? That's exactly what we reached for right at the open. After we swept these lows here. I'm wondering if we have a higher Nasdaq right here, though. Give me 2 seconds. Do we have a higher? Oh, that's shitty. I can't tell. No, we do. Okay, let's back up. The weakness was on the side of Nasdaq today, too. I didn't notice that until now. Look at this. London's high is here. All right, check this out on Dow. Here's London's high. We have a higher Dow Jones. You see that? Higher Dow Jones. What time was that? 8:45. Oh, just after the open. 8:45 is here on the Nasdaq. So the highs don't match. But even then, the Nasdaq failing to get above London's high is a signature of weakness. And that is a signature of manipulation on the Dow. That's clean. The S&P is not. We just casually left equal highs up here. Ugh. Okay. Well, anyways. So we have, again, meeting minutes in 35 minutes and some change. So we'll watch that as well to see if there's going to be any volatility. But that would have been it for today, right there. You got bamboozled in a Dow buy? Why'd you buy Dow? I'm new to futures, always trade CFDs, but now I'm learning this. I mean, if you learn price action, you can trade whatever you want. It's just with CFDs, they can increase the spreads on you at any time. At any time, at any moment, they can take spreads and take you out. John Wick type shit. Just, you're gone. But yeah, Edgar, why did you long the Dow? What was the reasoning for that? What was the reasoning, my friend? I want to know. I am curious. I am curious. I don't know what the fuck we have over here. I don't know what all that shit is. Oh, that reminds me on Dow. You remember the weekly time frame? You remember this? Remember that? And I sold it right into that. Buy low, sell high. That's not bad. Because now I get to avoid all this. Which is cool, but it did bullshit around here for a while. But now we're trading lower into this huge imbalance here. Which is cool. But yeah, what was the reasoning for the Dow? Swept lows and I bought the mitigation with the 1 hour imbalance. Okay, let me take a gander. So you base it off the 1 hour time frame, is what you're saying? Or the imbalance back here? If you have a chart, send it to my Instagram. I guess you guys can't post it in the chat. Yeah, I want to take a look at that. If you don't mind. %50 in a daily imbalance. Oh, yuck. Yuck. Took some shorts on gold today, went pretty well. Yeah, I'll take a look at gold too. But yeah, which mitigation are we looking at for Dow? Which time frame? Try to be as detailed as possible, please. Shit, I'm out of my fucking drink. My drink is gone. I need another one. Need another one. But I can definitely see a level of logic to buying a retracement after this run. But hopefully, with what I explained on Nasdaq, would disqualify longs on indices, period. From here. But Dow specifically, yeah. Oh, yeah. Send it on Discord, then that's cool. Send it on Discord. Speaking of Discord, there's a before and after of today's trade. In the I think it's in the general chat, as well as the tweet too. For some reason, we can't post tweets on charts anymore. I don't know why. I guess TradingView hasn't fixed that, because there used to be a tweet that you could copy and paste, and that doesn't work anymore, or at least it hasn't worked for a couple weeks. Anyway, Edgar's, let me know when you send it. Let me know. Let me know. All right, while we're waiting for you, look at gold. We'll look at gold. Oh, this looks terrible. This looks awful. Well, look, I'm not gonna say I told you so. I'm not gonna say that. However, I did give you the 1893 level yesterday as a long-term downside objective. So I guess if we were only looking for shorts, today probably panned out well for you. But look at this. This is, ugh. This is horrendous. This is literally, this is awful. From 8:30 to 10. How long is that? 8:30, 9:30. So an hour and a half it spends here on a 15-minute imbalance. Dude, that's... Imagine shorting that. And then it's like, oh, drawdown. Oh, profit. Oh, drawdown. Oh, profit. Oh, drawdown. Oh, profit. Like back and forth and back and forth, like a tennis match. Ooh. Oh, my entire, what is it called? My entire emotional capital would be gone. And then I'd probably hop out and then just watch this thing drench lower. Just get soaked lower. The buy was on the CFD. Okay. So I can see why you long that, because I've taken stuff like that before. And let me just make sure this is correct. Is that the... That's the daily. And that looks like a 1 hour. Or down. We'll come back to this in a minute. Okay, so excuse me. So it looks like you had this candle marked up. I think this one. But so my issue is this. What is the target? What's the high probability target? I mean, for me, let me put it to you this way. It doesn't matter what model you have. Like, out of the models that I have, okay, every single model has in common at least one thing, which is a high probability target. That's like number one. Where's the market going? That's the question you have to answer. Where's the liquidity? Who's in open profit? Where's the market likely to go? Without that information, there's no trade. Without that information, there's no tweet. There's nothing. Right? So that's the first thing that I'm looking at when someone has a chart or like a trade example. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going, okay, what were they trying to do? Okay. And I mean, I see your chart. like, and the target that you had was this, and that to me is not a high probability target. Okay, because if you look at this, okay, at least as of right now, it might come in handy later on a much higher time frame, but when you look at this right here, what transpired here? This high on Tuesday, well, that was yesterday. This high here ran two previous highs. So this was a liquidity run, right? Because it came up, traded above that, and then dumped. That was a liquidity run. So to me, that doesn't qualify that to be a high probability trade, like, or a high probability target rather. Does that make sense? So like the setup itself wasn't bad, but it just did not have the right context. Okay? I'm just trying to help you out. I'm not trying to make you feel bad or nothing. But if I had someone who knew what the fuck they were doing that could help me out, I would want them to be like, "Hey, this is what you missed." You know? Or at least give me their opinion. And that's, if you're asking for my opinion, I'm going to give it to you anyway because we're here, but that's like what I'm looking at is, yeah, we ran liquidity and yeah, it came back down for a retracement, but number one, there was no high probability target, and number two, just like I explained, the Nasdaq had targets to the downside. So if the Nasdaq is likely to trade lower, the Dow it's not going to trade higher. I mean, it could, it's just unlikely to do that. They're not always going to be that far apart in terms of analysis, okay? So, I'll give you another drop of 3 because we already did 1 and 2. Real quick, if you want another little secret to like not taking silly trades, drop a 3 in the chat. Drop a 3. Oh, the target was the imbalance. The imbalance is a better target, but it just, like, overall the indices weren't bullish is what I'm trying to tell you. And again, today is another reason why I don't suggest for traders to only look at one asset. Oh, I only trade euro, I only trade gold or whatever. It's like, that's fucking retarded. And I'm explaining to you why. Why does my tweet hit and a lot of others don't? I mean, hell, I'm fucking proving it to you. Not just beforehand, but afterwards as well. I prove it beforehand and then I tell you how I did it afterward. And it's very simple. Okay? Again, I'm just trying to do my best here. I'm just trying to help you out. That's all. That's why I skipped GU this morning. Didn't have high probability target. I sit on my hands. Right. Right. Okay. Now, y'all drop 3s. That's great. Okay. So, if you want a little secret, okay? Before you place a trade on the indices, not financial advice. Before I decide to trade the indices, okay? There are 6 things you have to look at. Now, it sounds like a lot. Well, maybe 7 if you include the dollar. But they're all here. What do you think they are? What do you think they are? There's 6 things at a minimum. What are they? In terms of assets, sorry, not things, but like assets. What there are 6 assets you should look at. Sorry. I'm over here telling you guys to be detailed and then I fuck it up. There are 6 assets you have to look at. What do you think they are? Relative strength is important, though. That is one I will look at as well. Time frame, you could maybe. Not a bad answer, but not what I'm looking for. Index futures for all 3, index ETFs for all 3, and dollar for number 7. ETFs, dollar index, and confluence between futures. Yeah. So the first 3 are the futures. So it would be, it doesn't matter which order, but ES, NQ, and YM, right? ES is S&P, NQ is Dow. No, NQ is Nasdaq, sorry. YM is Dow. Now, they each have a corresponding ETF. So ES would be also SPY. NQ would be the triple Qs. And then YM would be, I guess, DJI. There's more than one Dow, but I guess that's just the one that I look at. Okay. And then, like I said, number 7 could be the dollar. Oops. Okay. Now, why would we do that? Why would that be advantageous for a trader to look at that? Because it does sound like a lot of work, but I promise it's not. If you cannot flip between a couple different things with a few clicks of a button, don't be a trader. Don't. Do something else. Confluence and have a high probability trade. All right, I agree. What else? Or like who else can give me an answer for that? Why would we want to look at all 6 or 7? Well, hopefully I explained it to you. Right? We broke it down. Okay, hopefully you had that list. We broke it down. Okay, because what did I tell you earlier? The secret, right, to today's tweet was the triple Qs. That's important. Now, when I saw, because that's what I did, I flipped today. I went Nasdaq. Oh, what does the Nasdaq have? Oh, well, these lows. Okay, well, what else? I don't know. All right, cool. What's ES got? Oh, not a fucking thing. Okay, well, what's Dow? Oh, okay, well, we got these lows. All right, nothing on the upside. Okay, well, what am I gonna do with that? All right, what's SPY got? Not a damn thing. You know, maybe a daily or 1 hour. Nothing really over there. Okay, what about Dow? Dow doesn't have shit. Maybe a daily imbalance. Okay, I'm not doing anything with that. All right, what else is there? Oh, and the triple Qs have something. Okay, as long as they have something on the downside, if we have that, you know, if that can be corresponded over in the futures, which most likely it would be, and if not, you would just switch to regular trading hours anyway. They're going to be, the lows are going to be slightly different, but I just kept up electronic hours because that's where I believe the stops are going to be for the future side. Okay. And again, like I opened up with, if the market wants to go lower, a lot of the times it'll go higher first. Why would it go higher first? Buy stops above highs. Traders are impatient. Everybody's impatient. Well, maybe not everybody, but I know I'm impatient. I can speak on that for sure. A lot of people are impatient. You go through the drive-through, you want them to hurry the fuck up and get your food. You call Uber, you want them to like pass all the stop signs, get to your house and get your food. Right? I get it. You order some shit off of Amazon, you want 1 day, 2 day shipping, right? You don't want to wait 1 week, 2 weeks for your shit. I know you don't. I don't either. We want everything fast. We want success fast. We want to make a lot of money in trading fast. Especially in America, everybody's impatient about something, right? No stillness, all anxiety. They want quick, they want speed. Think about TV shows on Netflix. You take a break between episodes? No.
Do you just watch one episode a day? No. I know you sit there for 3 or 4 hours and binge watch shows. Well, no, fuck, I do it too. Why do you do that though? Because you're impatient. You want to see the next episode, or you want to hurry, like me, I want to hurry up and get to the season finale. I want to see what's going to happen, right? I want to know the storyline. Traders are impatient, and so they're looking at this. Oh, well, look at this uptrend, man. It's got higher highs and higher lows. That's an uptrend. And then you get your shit pushed in. Oh, look at this trend line. Look at this channel going higher. Face ripped off. You let the impatient traders step in, and then you take the other side of that, and you do well. It's not hard. I mean, it is hard to learn. It's hard to trust that. It is hard to trust that. But I'm not saying that you got to do what I do. I'm not saying you got to go and start tweeting before the big moves. You don't got to do that. Fuck Twitter. Fuck social media. You don't have to do any of that. I do it because I've had an online presence for a long time. And I got to show Twitter, you know, I got to show them some shit, okay? Everybody wants to post like motivational quotes and shit. I'm like, man, fuck that. Let's take a trade. You know, here's where the market's going to go. That's just me, okay? But you don't have to be that way. You can be that way if you're a journal. You could write it down like, well, I'm looking at this or I'm looking at that. And then you watch it pan out. It either goes your way or it doesn't. But you get more and more familiar with price. You get more familiar, or more experience rather. And then you start seeing where you're going wrong. This is why journaling is phenomenal. And this is why I asked Edgar, you know, why he was wanting to long. And I'm telling you guys and everybody why I think that was wrong. Not to call him out, not to say he's dumb or anything like that. It's because you have to learn from your mistakes. So next time you see that happen, you go, wait a minute, before I take a trade, let me make sure that the ETFs don't have this and that the indices are, you know, let me look at everything and make sure I'm working with the right information. How many times have you been stopped out? Like, let's say at equal lows or something, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even see that. Or you missed something on the higher time frame because you just didn't even bother looking at it. You didn't bother just simply clicking another time frame to look at it. You were just lazy. You were just like, oh, 5 minute, 1 minute, whatever. You didn't even bother to simply click a button and look at a higher time frame. How many times have you done that? I've done that. Shit. Been trading over 9 years, bro. I've made probably every mistake you could think of. At least 10 times over. I've made a lot of mistakes more than once, okay? And that's why I know these things. Because I've done it. And that's why I know you do it too. It's just experience. But, so that's what I did this morning. I'm like, okay, well, what's going to happen? Well, we got meeting minutes later. Okay, well, I probably won't take a trade, but let me just look at stuff. I'm just meandering. I'm just window shopping. Right? We're just looking around, window shopping. That's all we're doing. What's going on with the indices? Well, hard to tell. Let's go to the ETFs. Actually, Nasdaq was the first thing I clicked on. And then bam, equal lows right there. I'm like, okay, that's where price is going to go. That's where it's likely to go. We need evidence first. And that evidence, now to be fair, I did say in a previous recording, I stopped the recording and then I restarted it. But I did say that it was right before the open, because I woke up early today. I said, if we get above these highs, I'm fading that. But in all fairness, okay, I waited until, that's why in the screenshot it says distribution. Okay, because when it came up in here and then slammed lower, that's when I highlighted it and then wrote distribution and said, okay, buy stops have been taken. What's the next move? Entry at the candle, stop at the high. Bitch, we're going for 15K. What'd we go for? 15K. Granted, we almost got stopped out because that's pretty close. I'll be honest. I mean, you can't fake price. Okay, I can't fake this. I almost, would have been stopped out on this idea, but it doesn't, and it instead goes right to where I want it to. I didn't move it. I have not moved the TP tool at all. It's still the same from the screenshot. You can see it right here. There's the entry. There's the stop. What's the target? Well, the target was 1520, but the risk reward tool was right at 15K. Y'all can see that, right? Oh, the member goal. Let me take that off real quick. Right here, it says the risk reward tool right above the Marcus quote is 15K. Okay. I have not touched it. And we got very close to the low of the day. Okay. Very fucking close to the low of the day. Shorting near the high, exiting near the low. Doesn't get better than that. It does not. Again, not trying to be egotistical. I'm just telling you, look at it. Was that a decent entry? Well, that was actually a very sloppy entry because we had drawdown like a biatch. But overall, yes, that was a solid entry. And that was a much better exit in terms of where this risk reward tool is at. And that's a 1 to 4. Nice, well, 1 to 3.96. Simple as that. Simple as that, my friends. And that's it. You see a lot of people, oh, I'm going to take off Monday. Oh, I'm going to take off for meeting minutes. And then you see me do this shit. And you see me tweet it before it happens. So who are you listening to? Jim Ron. Who are you listening to? But anyways, I just wanted to get all that out there for today. Understanding this for Nasdaq, I went to the equal lows of FOMC wasn't a factor. Wouldn't we be looking like it's going bull? No. No. There's nothing on the higher time frame that indicates that the indices would be bullish right now. Or at least for like today or tomorrow. North America, I think, is the way they program people. Yes. Yes. Well, you can thank TikTok and you can thank YouTube Shorts and you can thank Instagram Reels for ruining the attention span of my generation and the younger folks. So, but yeah, you're welcome, Edgar. What would you look for currencies? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do I look for? I look for the same shit everywhere. Liquidity and imbalances and order flow. Top-down analysis. Doesn't matter what asset we look at. It's all the same. Most stop loss I had came from stop loss in imbalance higher time frame. I've done that so much now. I learned from it. One of my rules now. Well, there you go. Think about it. When I teach you guys about stop runs, I'll draw this out real quick and then because I think the meeting minutes is coming up in a minute. If I can find what I'm looking for here. There used to be a ghost feed. And let me see if that still works. Okay, kind of. I mean, it really looks like shit, but for illustration, I don't feel like drawing all this stuff out. Let's assume for a second that that looks better. Something like that. Okay, cool. If there was equal lows over here, okay? If there was something down here, it's a harmonic pattern. Edgar, you're fucking blocked. Welcome to your last stream. If this was a run on liquidity, okay? I hope it was a good one, Edgar. I hope it was a good final stream for you. If this is a stop run, if this is a real stop run, if price, has something on the upside, price 9 times out of 10, okay? It will not trade down to that low. It won't do it. Why? Because liquidity's already been absorbed. It's already been absorbed. So now when price say breaks, I don't have like structure or anything on here, but if this was like, say, a shift or a break in market structure, we've shifted from bearish to bullish. So price is not going to come down here. It's going to retrace and then get sent. Okay. So now inverse this, and I've taught you guys this before, but some of you are new. That's okay. When I said in my screenshot, when I said this was distribution, that's why my stop on this drawing is at that high, because price should not, and if price is bearish, it will not trade at that high or above it. It won't do it. Now you'll have days like today where it gets really close. That got really close. But like I said, I've told you this before, it won't do it. It will not trade above the high. Okay? And so, yeah, that's exactly what happened. And that's why my stop was there. We went over stop loss placement a lot yesterday too. I said the same thing yesterday. Right? We talked about wide stops. We talked about tight stops, right? A tight stop would have been at the high of this body. That would have got stopped out. But that wide stop at the high wouldn't have got stopped out. Not even close. Now, if I wanted to short this initial high, my stop would have been here. Because I was wanting to short above the equal highs. I just didn't do that in the video. Because 9 times out of 10, or 99 times out of 100, I'm going to take the retracement, not the initial stop. Okay? That's just who I am now. That's just what I do. But for sake of completion, we're having like a more well-rounded, complete educational lesson. That's why. And look, please backtest that. Backtest. Spend your weekend backtesting. Go look at old highs and old lows at liquidity runs. And you'll see. All right, meeting minutes is here in just a minute, but all right, liquidity run here. Price drops down, imbalance goes lower, right? Price never did what? Came back above this high. It doesn't need to. It already ran liquidity. See what I'm saying? So look at the short-term buy. Okay? The short-term buy up to the equal highs, what happened? Ran some short-term lows at the open, rallied, didn't get to the highs. We dropped down. What gets respected in bullish markets? We went over this yesterday. Down candles, right? Is that down candle respected? You tell me. What trades right into that and then gets sent right to what? The equal highs. But that's not in the short term, yes, that's a bullish market because it's going to run liquidity before going lower. But I try not to teach you guys how to ping pong. Like, oh, buy this, sell it here, and then short it and go lower. Like, I'm not teaching you how to do that. Okay? I don't want you sitting here trying to take 100 trades a day. Like 1 or 2 really good trades, you're blessed. Okay? And no, I didn't mention the imbalance above the equal highs. Not in the recording, at least. But it's there, though. You could see it. You can see it. Right? Mark, both of those candles right there that don't have any wick on it, look where that's at. Look where that's at. Price respected that to the T. Literally to the T. All right, anyway. For meeting minutes, I think it is hard to say. I don't have any prediction at all. The only thing that I think we do have is some highs here for the S&P, but I wouldn't just straight up long this for that. But that's, if we're using the same logic that I always use, I think if everyone's been bearish, if everyone is shorted today, stop's got to be here. Now, are we going to get that level of volatility? I don't know. Don't take a trade today based off what I'm telling you. Don't live trade. This is not financial advice at all. Trading with real money involves risk, okay? And you can get slipped depending on certain market conditions. But I want to watch this with you. In all honesty, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't. We could, honestly, we could trade lower. We could. But I guess if I had to pick something, that's the only high probability target that I think we do have. But I'm not longing this right now. Okay? We're just watching it. And I don't have a high time frame bias for indices right now. Oh, Katarina, it's probably gone, but have fun. Things you had for ES, etc. for currencies, it would just be the currency futures and dollar. I mean, yeah, you can trade currency futures, or you can just trade like Forex, your regular Forex pairs. So I trade currency futures sometimes. I would check those too. If you trade currencies, I would look at the futures as well. That's one thing a lot of traders don't do. Like if you're going to trade Euro USD, I'd probably look at Euro futures, dollar index, dollar futures, you know, and help confirm one another. Because you might have equal highs on the future side, but you might have low resistant highs on the currency side. And it just kind of helps confirm each other. Again, just watching this right now, not doing anything. Like I'm not taking any action on this today. And I would have definitely been out by now for Nasdaq. It hit 15K. That was the final TP. So I wouldn't even be short anymore either. I've had my eyes on the ES highs as possible targets from the minutes. I mean, it makes sense, but I also said we would have to get some really strong volatility too, and we might not. I don't know. That Nasdaq 1 to 4 would have been enough for today, and after that, I wouldn't do anything. What's today? 16th. I always have trouble finding the live meeting minutes. Where do y'all go to like watch it? I never watch it. I think Jerome Powell would probably put me to sleep listening to him talk. I mean, I'm on the website, but I don't see where to live stream it. I guess the press conference. I don't see where that's at. Do y'all have a link for that? Oh my goodness. Mitigation on Aussie. Well, Aussie has news tonight too, so just be mindful of that. Aussie has, what is that? Unemployment at 8:30. So in seven and a half hours from now, they have unemployment. So just be mindful of that if you're trading Australian dollar. Okay. If this was any other day, if this wasn't meeting minutes, if this was any other day, this might even be a mitigation to go higher. Like just from a price action perspective. But since like that just occurred, I wouldn't want to be longing this right now. But price action wise, it looks all right. What I'm looking at right now is I'm trying to see if the lows are corresponding with each other. Like I'm trying to see if we end up getting some sort of divergence here between the indices. Normally, I would look at my other chart for this, the one that I've got the 3 indices on. But since we're here, that's just, again, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm watching to see if we're going to get anything that separates like that. But not, I mean, it's only been a couple minutes. So I'll have to give this some more time, but yeah. We'll probably give it like 5, maybe 10 more minutes, and then we're going to hop off here. Because I do need to go edit that video, post it, and I'm pretty sure I'll be doing a presentation later tonight. But not on YouTube. It'll be elsewhere. What do you think is the biggest thing that keeps most traders from being long-term successful, my friend? That is going to be themselves. We are our own biggest enemy. Whether it's our thought process, whether it's our revenge trading, whether it's our inability to admit mistakes and learn from them. It's hard to say any one specific thing, but it usually has to deal with something like personal. Refusal to take a loss, refusal to define risk, refusal to stick to a strategy or the model. Over leveraging, shit like that. I mean, there's a plethora of mistakes, and there really is no one biggest thing. It's just, I guess, themselves is that. I mean, I could go on and on about why traders, aren't successful. So I don't believe there's a conference for the minutes. They just post the minutes for people to read. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. It makes sense why we're not getting like ridiculous volatility then. Sandro said YouTube. Oh, shit. Okay. Maybe you're right. Not my YouTube though. Not mine, because I can't even find it. I'd be streaming someone else's YouTube on my YouTube. And I don't think we're allowed to do that. My biggest problem is revenge trading. Yeah. I understand. I do it sometimes, but seldomly. Meaning, I don't do it out of revenge. I do it out of, if I screwed up in the morning, if there's something in the afternoon, I'll try and get it back plus some. Or sometimes I'll just try to get the loss back and break even for the day. Like, I won't even ask for a profitable day. I'll just ask to get my money back on the loss, and then I'd be okay with that. Even though mathematically it doesn't make sense, but emotionally it does. It's like, okay, I got my loss back plus a little bit more. All right, cool, I'm done. Because I don't want to like be in that market anymore, or I don't want to be in front of the charts anymore. It's like, look, I've been here all morning, I've been here all afternoon. I'm ready to go do something else. And that's when I'll do that too. I'll be like, all right, got my loss back, break even for the day, I'm out. And just take that as a win and move on. Know what I'm saying? Somehow we all end up doing stupid stuff with our accounts. Yes. We all do that. That's well. I'm not logged in right now. I'm not logged into anything. I'm not looking to press buttons right now. So when you don't press buttons, you don't take losses. So this is the last thing I'll say, and then we'll hop off here. This is why you need a journal. This is why you need to have a trade plan or a trading model Two different things. Like a model is more of like an entry and exit type thing, and a trade plan is more so like risk management, all that type of stuff. So, there's got to be some sort of outline. There's got to be some direction. Okay, a lot of people live their life with no direction. They don't have any religious beliefs. They don't go to church. They don't believe in stoicism, or like they don't believe in anything at all. And or I at least say like core values. At a minimum, I believe everybody should have some sort of core values, right? And now the Stoics would just say wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, and work on those. Even having just 4 of those, of like those main virtues, like that in itself is better than having none at all, right? Having risk parameters is better than having none at all. Having a trade plan is better than having no plan at all. I think it was Warren Buffett who said, an idiot with a plan will beat a genius with no plan, or something like that. It might not have even been Warren Buffett, but somebody said something along the lines of that. And it's true. Having some sort of plan is better than none. See, and look, here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example. I told you, look, we might trade higher. I'm not taking anything. I wouldn't be surprised if we went lower, because we could. What did price do? Well, it went lower. So, is there any monetary loss here? No. I didn't buy this imbalance. I didn't buy like this potential mitigation. I didn't buy any of that. If anything, I'd be looking for longs if this is a stop run here. Because look, watch this. Nasdaq made a lower low. S&P made a lower low. Dow did not make a lower low. So if that stays open, that might be our low of the day here. It might be. It's 1 o'clock. So we are in the afternoon session. So if this is a sweep, I don't know if it is. Okay. It looks like it though, because Dow's the only one who went higher. So maybe. But that could be. So watch that this afternoon. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm just telling you to watch it. I don't know. Okay. I'm not trading anything this afternoon. I got to make sure my presentation is ready to go. And I got to eat at some point too. So that's what I would watch, just to see if this is manipulation to go higher. Okay. That's what I'll leave you with. So y'all be blessed. We'll be here again on Friday for our next live stream. Tier 2 and 3 will get a market review tomorrow for Thursday. Okay. So for those of you that don't have a membership yet, you can click the join button. You can sign up. It's not all that expensive. And tier 3 will get you into the Discord, my friends, the Smart Money Stoics Discord channel, where we have our community chat. We post charts. We have the lounge, which is our voice channel, which we will be in on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then that's also where I drop book recommendations. And we'll be doing more exclusive live streams pretty soon as well. Okay. So tier 1 and 2 can always upgrade to tier 3 at any time. You're more than welcome. You're encouraged to do that as well. And then, yeah. So if you aren't following my other Instagram page, it is at the wall shelf. That's where I also post books and quotes and stuff like that. I'm going to be building that page up as well. So make sure to follow the wall shelf on Instagram. Sign up for tier 3 if you're not a member. Upgrade your membership if you're not already a tier 3. Okay? You want to ask for some advice, just don't know how to go about it, just send me a message on Instagram. If it's not a question you want to ask in public, just message me on Instagram. But yeah, y'all be good, man. I'll see you Friday.
sounds, get in trouble by the idle sounds of the day to day. I know I let you down, I did nothing to protect you, didn't know how much you went through, and now it's too late. I wish I did more to love you, I wish I did more to keep you safe, and if I only could, I'd build a better world for you. Weighs heavy on me.